My name is Hubie Chang, and I'm from Brea, California. And I just wanted to share a story about sacrifices, in particular my dad. In my culture, it's very difficult to share your emotions. And I grew up in a family where we don't express our emotions often. So it was the first time recently my dad and I finally were able to hug one another. And I remember growing up, I always envied my friends that had a lot of things that I didn't have growing up, and I never understood why. He would often say no, and learning now, it wasn't that he didn't want to give it to us, it was that he was trying to make the money so we would have at least the basic necessities in life. And understanding the sacrifices he made helped me realize that he had set aside all his personal wants and his desires and his passions to dedicate his life and to make sure that my brother and I had a good life. And so I've come to appreciate that. And whether I have a family or not, I hope someday that I can reciprocate that to someone, or someone is less fortunate or hasn't had the opportunity to have the we call the nice things in life, or the comfort things in life. So hopefully I'll be able to be a vessel or a conduit for that.
And what did your dad do to allow you to have an education, for instance?
He basically set aside he always wanted to be an engineer. He set that aside and basically had to take a 9-to-5 job to find ways to make ends meet, so that we'd always have a roof on our head and food on the table. And it's something that you take for granted. And I guess not that I'm much older, but I've come to realize the difficulty in just making that to happen.
And how long did your education end after you finished school, and what are you doing in your life at this time?
It's taken me about 33 years to go through undergraduate, to go through chiropractic school, to go through acupuncture school. And Dr. I might have to repeat that question.
The question was your dad's sacrifice. What has that allowed you to do to develop yourself through education and become in your life now?
Education was always a priority. So we were never, doors were never closed. So he would, if there was money set aside, it was always set aside for us to go through school. And his personal desires of the nice things in life, he'd always put that on the back burner.
And I remember you said to me you started off thinking you wanted to be a lawyer, and you spent a number of years in school, and then you realized you really wanted to be a doctor and in the natural area and become a chiropractor. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I'd love to share that. I was finishing my senior year at UC Davis, and my younger brother had the opportunity to volunteer at the UCLA Medical Center in the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit. And I remember shadowing him as he was walking through and helping out, and he was just a volunteer. And there was a chord was struck deep inside that healing and medicine was something that I think I really wanted to do. So I went back to my parents after they supported me entirely through 4 years of undergraduate, that I would have to take another 2 more years to finish the pre-med requirements. And my parents 100% supported me without a question. And I remember applying for medical school, and it was back in '87. It was one of the largest number of applicants, and so the pool of talent was great. And I didn't make the cut out of the 100 and so U.S. medical schools. And my younger brother, who was the one that introduced me to the UCLA Medical Center and the intensive care unit, applied for chiropractic school. And during that summer, I applied for podiatry school and dental school, optometry school, and I got into everything, and even the Masters in Public Health program at Loma Linda. And my father said, you should check out chiropractic. And I've never been a chiropractor, never heard about chiropractic. And I applied, and I remember the first week in school, I decided that this wasn't something I wanted to do. And I walked away, and I still remember my counselor, Rosemary Smith, said, Hubie, I think you should just check it out a little bit longer. So I remember staying another maybe 2 more weeks, and I've never looked back. I was amazed by the ability to do things with your hands, not being limited to instruments or, you're surrounded, you're able to do healing with your hands.
And you said your parents supported you, but we were having dinner last night, and you were telling me that your father had a market because you couldn't do engineering, but you worked for $1 an hour in that market for many, many years while you were going through school. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you did do a lot to create your miracle, didn't you?
I learned the importance of hard work. And that was something that a lot of young kids now, it's something that's lost. That when you work hard and you put your best, things happen. Things unexpected.
You're a miracle man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the true definition of a miracle right there. Thank you so much.